Thanks for joining us this morning. No doubt about it, this is a great time to go to your favorite restaurant or maybe a restaurant you've never tried because it's Restaurant Week in Baltimore City. That's why Sergio and Aldo from Aldo's are here. A family affair your restaurant is.
Well, it is. Aldo's opened about 14 years ago, and we're also involved with Chaz, a Bronx original in Harbor East.
Our place is great.
Yeah, oh, we love it. Thank you so much. We've been well received, opened about 6 weeks ago. So 14 years at Aldo's, 6 weeks at Chaz. And so Aldo's is participating in Restaurant Week as well as 85 other restaurants. It's what we refer to as the most delicious week of the year.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's a fun time to be experimental in Baltimore. There's a lot of great talent in Baltimore. If you've been following the restaurant scene, there's a chef revolution, there's a food truck revolution, there's a farm-to-table revolution. There's a lot of interesting things happening in Baltimore. So Restaurant Week's an opportunity for $20.11 for lunch, and for $35.11 for dinner, you get a 3-course meal and a sampling of, I think, some of what is the best that Baltimore has to offer.
You can't beat that. So now, are you guys, what you're making today, is this something that'll be on the menu, or is this just like a favorite? Okay.
Yeah, and this is a favorite of a summer dish. This will start with what is sort of referred to as a panzanella, and I'll just ask my father to start with the tomato.
Yeah, panzanella, yeah, is a Tuscan summer salad, tomato salad. But we kind of
we make a little calabrese where my father's from.
I love it.
And before anything, this requires some dehydrated bread, which we're going to wet them to make a little softer.
Now, think of a crusty European bread that's stale. I mean, you don't want to use the word stale, I guess. We talked about it beforehand. But, you know, it does get crunchy, and you can accelerate the process by putting it in a low oven overnight, maybe 180 degrees.
Okay.
And it gets hard as a rock. It's an ancient way of preserving the bread. Panzanella is a way of taking advantage of that sort of bread. You wet it with water first, and once it's wet, we'll begin the salad.
Okay. Put them aside. You cut some tomatoes. Take the core out, and just cut them on bite size.
Perfect. This sounds like a great summer salad.
And then just put them in a bowl.
Perfect.
And all this,
you know, we're using local tomatoes now because it's the season for now. We're using local cucumbers. These are pickling cucumbers. Euro cucumbers are also great. You want to stay away from those waxy cucumbers that are flavorless and a little slimy, a lot of seeds. The Euro cucumbers and the local pickling cucumbers, a lot of flavor and taste like what a cucumber should taste like.
Okay, a little pinch of salt
there. We'll put some salt. Tomatoes tend to be very sweet, so a little extra than normal. Some oregano, a little bit of garlic, and some fresh basil.
That's what, when I walked in here, you know, an hour ago, I could smell that basil.
It's so fragrant.
Some red onions. We love the red onions better than the white onions, but it's your choice. And then we have what we call purslane.
Purslane is an exotic sort of vegetable. It's the highest form of sort of omega fatty acids you can find without eating fish. It's more widely available to farmer markets, and it adds a nice crispness and a little bit of a peppery bite to it. We add a little extra virgin olive oil, and we're going to add a little bit of red wine vinegar.
Okay.
Now, you want to dress the stale bread. I'm going to still refer, although my father doesn't like, we'll still refer to as stale bread.
We know what you mean.
We're going to dress this with a little bit of olive oil.
Okay.
We're going to put a little bit of red wine vinegar. That's probably a little more than a little bit. And then some salt and a little oregano. And toss this. And the idea is you want that to soak into the bread first. Use that as a base. We'll come back and show you how that's plated in a moment.
I know, because you know what? The producer just told me 30 seconds.
We
have the steak over
we
here.
Had a steak. Well, you're going to have to come to Aldo's to try the steak. This is a Tuscan grilled ribeye steak.
By the looks of this, I don't think a lot of people are going to argue with going
to
Aldo's.
It is a phenomenal steak. Next time we're here, we'll show you exactly what makes it phenomenal, but it's a very good seller at Aldo's. Here we have the finished products. We have the panzanella, and we have the steak next to it. See, we're always looking in the restaurant business for another reason to come back. So now we have one. I'll just suggest one thing. This benefits a charity as well. Restaurant Week is August 5th through the 11th. Come out and support restaurants. The charity it benefits is the Journey Home, helps fight homelessness. Right now, people can help by texting the number 20222. Text the word JOIN, and United Way will donate $10 to help solve homelessness right now. And so that's an easy, free way to help out. And then, of course, come visit us at the restaurants.
All right. Aldo's is one of the best restaurants in Baltimore. I think it's great you guys are participating in Restaurant Week. Thank you so much for coming in.